Shalom. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachak Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. So as you can see, I wanted to make a video surrounding this phrase, then shall they know. And ironically, just like how the name of the Most High and His only begotten Son, how their names, what they stand for, what they're all about, how it's going to be revealed at a very large scale when more prophecies come to pass, it's going to be the same exact thing concerning us being the true prophets and the sons of God. The world may not know who we are and what we're all about, but when these prophecies do come to pass and different calamities happen, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. It's going to be the same thing with the Lord. Then shall they know, will they know the true name of the Lord on a large scale. It's going to be pushed throughout the entire world. They're going to know that the God or power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob brought these different calamities to this world, is responsible for all the different prophecies that are happening. So the Lord, the Most High, and His Son, their name and what they're about is going to be made manifest, and who we are, the true prophets, what we're all about and what we stand for, is going to be made manifest as well. And in both of those scenarios, that's where you get that phrase, then shall they know. And I'm going to bring that out starting off here in the book of Ezekiel chapter 39. We're going to start reading at verse 25. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord God, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name." So the Lord is going to take us out of captivity, is what that means. And it's going to be jealous for His holy name, meaning He's going to be possessive over it. He's not going to turn a blind eye anymore. No. He's going to make sure it's made known. It says, "After that they have borne their shame and all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid, when I brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations," because the true Israelites have been scattered throughout many, many, many different nations, many different lands, many different countries, right? That's why in these end days, we're going to come looking like the other nations, because according to the curses, we've been scattered amongst these nations. That's why it's not a color thing. Yes, years ago in the quote-unquote ancient times, we all did have one color. It was literally just different shades of brown. But now we're going to come out looking like so-called white man, quote-unquote, once again. So-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called every other nation, because we've been scattered. But the Lord is going to gather His elect from all these different nations. That's what we just read. Right. Verse 28. It says, "Once that happens, then shall they know that I am the Lord their God." Their possessive, referring to the Israelites. "Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them," the Israelites, "to be led into captivity among the heathen." Very straightforward. Because we were led into captivity among the heathen, we were scattered. Then the Lord is going to gather us, the elect of Israel, amongst all these different nations. Then it says, shall they know that I am the Lord their God. So at that moment, the Lord's name is going to be magnified. It's going to be made precious and holy once again. The whole world is going to know that the name of the Most High is Yahweh, and He's the one that brought us into captivity. He brought all these things upon us, and He's also the one that brought all these different calamities upon the earth. All these different end-time prophecies, such as World War III, such as the micro-CHIP, such as famine and pestilence, different plagues upon the earth. So I'm going to read verse 28 again. It says, "Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen." Yeah, because it ain't no mystery. We know. I mean, we know right now, but the whole world is going to know. The Lord put us in captivity because we disobeyed the covenant. We broke the covenant, right? We sinned. We trespassed against his laws. That's why we went into captivity. It's not a mystery anymore. It says, but I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord God. The house of Israel. So just the way that verse started off or ended is how it started off in verse 24. The Lord said he'll have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. Verse 29, I poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel. Everything we just read concerning salvation is dealing with the Israelites. And when the Lord delivers his elect out of the nation of Israel, his name is going to be made known and made precious. Even before that, though, like I mentioned, when you get those huge earthquakes in many different places, not just like a 7.9 here randomly and nothing for a few months, but 7.9 here, 8 over there, 7.8 in a different place. It's going to be like, all right, we need to take heed. What's going on? There's got to be a God doing this. Like, who is it? What's his name? But then shall they know, right? As we read in verse 28. Now, we're going to go to Ezekiel 33. Like I mentioned, it's going to be the same thing concerning his men. Ezekiel 33, verse 31. It says, and they come unto thee, let me see. Yeah, I'll start at verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. This is referring to, really you can say 2/3 of our people, but it's referring to those out of the nation of Israel that hear the word and they don't listen. They act as if, oh, it sounds good. Yeah, we're with you. Black power fist. Or they roll down the window. Woo, shalom. Nah. But then they do whatever they want to do. They go about their day. Right? That's what it means by their heart goeth after their covetousness. They're not seeking after the Lord. It's whatever is in their heart or in their mind. And that's what they do. So verse 32 says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. Once again, just cheerleading Israelites. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, okay, yeah, now we're with you. And you never hear about them again. They don't do any research. They was cool for those few seconds that they listened. That's it. But verse 33 says this, and when this cometh to pass, meaning all these prophecies, it says, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So the Lord is going to be magnified, and they're going to know the true names of the Most High and his only begotten Son and what they're all about. At the same time, they're going to know, okay, those men were prophets. They said all these things. It came to pass, and that's what they talked about. They mentioned about the microchip. They talked about how war was going to be here, World War III to be specific. They mentioned famine. They talked about anarchy and military, that too, but martial law. Oh, dang. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Dang, we should have took heed. Then now we're going to be made manifest as the true prophets of the Lord. Lord's will, of course, being humble. We'll be known to be the true sons of God. But I just wanted to point out that similarity as I was just reading through Ezekiel 39, and just bring out those two precepts. That's it. I mean, we can type it in. Then shall they know, and it's probably in a few other places as well. But those two scriptures, Lord's will, made the point, all we have to do is keep holding on. Just keep holding on no matter what. People come out or on the streets, they walk by and they mock, they laugh, they say whatever they want to say. They try to make fun of us. Like, who cares at the end of the day? We're at the very, very end. These prophecies are already coming to pass, whether these people see it or not. But when it's super apparent and very, very clear, then it's going to be the biggest I told you so ever. So all we have to do is just chill and wait. Like it says, it will come. It will come. So Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.